when we start looking at ourselves in the mirror and saying, we start making compromises, right? But when you have to look somebody that you love, somebody that you really care about in the face and say, I wish I could help you, but I just can't right now. That is what hurts. What's going on, world, and welcome back to the Pursuit of the Good Life podcast, your favorite podcast that helps you grow both personally and professionally. I'm your host with the most, your favorite coach, the Kameron Lovelace, helping you create your version of the good life every single Thursday. Welcome back to the show, y'all. For those of y'all who are new, be sure to subscribe to wherever you're listening on this to, whether you're listening on audio or watching this on YouTube. Be sure to subscribe and hit the like and share this with somebody who really needs this. How y'all doing, y'all? Hope y'all had a good 4th of July holiday weekend. Hope you're enjoying the 4-day work week as it's winding down. But you know what? It's the midway point of the year. It's officially the 7th month. By today, it'll be the 8th day of July. So that means we're already 6 months into 2021. Crazy as that sounds, we 6 months in and we're past the halfway point. So y'all know how we do, just like last year. We're gonna do some mid-game adjustments. Mid-game adjustments. That means we're gonna sit back and look at, what is it that how close are we towards the goal that we set at the beginning of the year, and what can we do in the mid-game adjustments to get closer to that goal. Right? So I'm going to talk about me for a second, because I'm going to be honest with y'all. My head has been hurting. My head has been throbbing in pain, and I've been trying to keep my projects together. I've been looking at my calendar, looking what's ahead, trying to, do that in the case may be. I've been trying to get my workout on, but for whatever reason, this week in particularly, my head has been throbbing, and I realized what the problem was. The problem was sleep. Yeah, I wasn't getting enough sleep. How many of y'all know that when you don't get enough sleep, it literally can affect how you start your day and your rev up time to when you eventually can be at your most productive? So, for example, if you're planning on, getting up early in the morning so you can get things done, so whether you're getting up at 5 o'clock or you're getting up at 6:30, how many of you know that you have to go to bed at a decent hour in order for you to actually be productive at that time? Because I remember when I was talking with a client about it, we called it the loading time. When you're on a computer and you're sitting there, you're at the computer, you're attent, you're ready to go, but it has to load. It takes time. The hourglass has to turn. If you're Apple, the little rainbow color spinning wheels going on. You got to wait for it to load. And that's how some of y'all look in the morning, because you're not getting enough sleep, right? And so, interestingly enough, I came in one day, and my wife is watching Netflix, as she always is, because she would literally watch anything on Netflix. If it's a recommended or a Netflix original, chances are she's seen it or is going to eventually watch it. And so this new movie came out called Awake with the actor from Jane the Virgin. She's the main character in it. But essentially, the movie is about what happens to people when they don't get enough sleep. Did you know that you can die from lack of sleep? If you force yourself to stay awake for over a period of days, let's say, for example, you decide to stay up for 5 days straight. Each day, you're going to progressively get worse and worse and worse. And according to the movie, you're eventually going to die on your own. You're going to start hallucinating. You're going to do, without giving away the movie. There's a whole bunch of things that will happen when you do not get enough sleep, and that's because sleep not only contributes to your physical health, it like helps your body to rest, recuperate, and recover, but it also affects your mental clarity, how much you flow, like how attentive you are, and that of course can affect your irritability, your awareness, all of that type of stuff when you do not get enough sleep. So for me, I have to definitely do a better job at managing my own personal sleep. That's just the way it is. So if that means I need to stop staying up so late, and getting up early, like one of these things don't mix. I can't stay up late and get up early. Eventually my body is like, Cam, what are you doing? Like you saying you trying to work out, you trying to get up early to plan your day, you trying to do all these things, you trying to solve all the world's problems in the career space, but you're not taking care of your own personal well-being and taking the time to just say, you know what, I'm gonna go to bed at this time tonight, regardless of what's on TV, regardless of what's going on in my phone, regardless of what video I'm watching, regardless of what book I'm reading. I'm going to set a hard cap on my sleep schedule, because that literally dictates how I flow day to day. Because when I don't do that, then in the middle of the week when I'm exhausted, I have to take a nap, and then things don't get done. When I have to take a nap in the middle of the day or at random points in the day, because my body is like, bro, what you doing? You need to stop being, you need to stop. Not even stop being, you need to just stop. Like, you need to chill out, because like I'm not gonna function, right? And so that's some of y'all right now, is that y'all need to make a little adjustment that is gonna make a big, huge impact in how you flow day to day. Some of y'all, that's simple as, getting it out of your brain and writing it down. For others of y'all, that's actually putting stuff on a calendar and putting a alarm clock on it. That some of y'all, that might be just getting up and doing 3 exercises throughout the week. For those of y'all, it just might be doing something pleasurable throughout the week. Whatever it is, look at a mid-game adjustment that you can make and hold yourself accountable to making it.
What if I could show you exactly what's holding you back from reaching your greatest potential? What if I could help you see the most effective areas in your life that you should be spending the most time in, instead of wasting it in all these other areas? What if I could help make your most intimate relationships even better? Would that interest you? Well then, my friend, I would like to welcome you into the jungle. The W2J program is designed to help you grow not just professionally, but personally as well. You're not only going to get a customized 22-page report that's going to show you what animal you are, your secret superpower, your weaknesses, your ideal environment to be most effective, your communication style. It's going to show you it all, but I'm going to spend an hour with you so that you can implement it into your life immediately. So what are you waiting for? Click the link below this video, go to the website, and schedule your assessment and your appointment today. And now, back to the show.
Because, and this is where the second point of the podcast that I want to get into is that I was having a conversation with some old family members, thanks to the holiday, and some other conversations that I've been having throughout the week. And not to brag or anything, but I've been getting good feedback on, people needing what I have. And what I mean by that is people young and old. So people that are, either going into college, coming out of college, or people that are looking into the next phase of life after professional. Like maybe they've been working for, 15 plus years, and now they're looking to either exit their career or cut back and start, looking at, the grand picture of things. But all these different, in the different life cycles of their career. And what's interesting is all of them know exactly what it is that I do and how I do it. And very interested in what I can bring to the table, right? And so this put like a spotlight in my mind saying like, yo, you got to make sure that you got it together. Not necessarily for you. Like, obviously, you want to make sure that you look good. You want to make sure that your brand awareness, you want to make sure that your captions are all over the place. You want to make sure your video content is good. You want to make sure all that, right? But there are people out there who are literally in need of what you have. There are people literally out there right now who need the service that you can provide, the value that you can bring, the concepts, the communication style, the coaching style. Kameron, there are so many people out there who need what you have. But because you're so stuck up on you getting a few more extra hours, you not taking the time to plan your schedule, you not balancing your time, you not getting yourself together, you need to wake up and get your stuff together. Because there are people waiting on you to bring what you got to the market. That's the conversation I had to have with myself, like this past week, is that, there is no shortage of people that can provide opportunity to get paid. Like, there's over 7 billion people. I think we're getting close to 8. I'm not sure, but there's over 7 billion people on the earth, 300 plus people in the United States, so on and so forth. There's no shortage of opportunity. There's no shortage of clients that I could potentially get, but it's not about the money. It's got to be about, your product solves a problem. And like I said, this is me having an internal dialogue with myself, like reflecting in the last week and a half, like through these different conversations that I'm having, through people referring to me, is that I have to make sure that I'm ready. And so for you who are chilling, for those of you who are listening to this, who are, resting or going out with your friends every other Thursday night, every other Friday night, every other Saturday night, those of you who aren't doing anything productive, who aren't really thinking of that forward motion, I want to challenge you today. It's like, who's counting on you? Who's counting on you to get your stuff together so that you can help them? Is it family members? Do you have relatives, calling your phone saying, "Hey, can you slide me something? Can you help me out?" Do you have a parent who's, about to go into retirement, but they can't retire really immediately because they don't want to lose out on income? Do you got kids that want to do other extracurricular activities but can't because, let's be honest, it would put you in a financial pinch? Do you want to treat your queen out regularly? Do you want to go out on date nights? Do you want to treat your spouse? Who's counting on you to get your stuff together? Because what I notice is that when we look at ourselves too much, we start to compromise. I'm going to be honest. We compromise. We look at ourselves and we say, well, you know what? I'm okay with being 10, 20 extra pounds heavier than I was when I was in high school. You know what? I'm okay with not working on the business today. You know what? I can go get gas tomorrow. I don't need to get gas now. You know what? I'll put a little bit more on my credit card next month. Maybe not this month. You know what? Because I'm okay with where I am right now, and I can be comfortable, I can look myself in the mirror and say, you know what? I'm cool with it. When we start looking at ourselves in the mirror and saying, we start making compromises, right? But when you have to look somebody that you love, somebody that you really care about in the face and say, I wish I could help you, but I just can't right now. That is what hurts. And the thing is, there are so many of y'all, and I even got client. There are so many of y'all that are talented that are just sleeping on their potential. And it's not even like major things. It's like day-to-day things. Managing your schedule, getting up on time, eating enough in the day, drinking enough water, having a plan for the month instead of just waking up and reacting. Getting some workouts in. It's little things in the personal area that bleeds over into our professional growth. Y'all know what I always say. Your personal development always affects your professional development. Before you can do anything professionally, you have to grow personally. And it's those personal things that some of y'all are letting yourself hold your potential down from achieving your true greatness, right? There's so many of y'all who are out there who are talented, who could do more, but you're not making the little sacrifices, like not going out, not maybe not spending money at Sonic, Chick-fil-A. Some of y'all might got expensive. Some of y'all might be Ruth Chris. Some of y'all might be what's the steakhouse called? I don't know. Take your pick. Some of y'all are too busy spending money. Some of y'all are too busy, investing in things that are here and gone in the next, that you don't want to invest in yourself. You don't want to invest in a course to get knowledge. You don't want to invest in a book. You don't want to invest your time listening to an ebook. You want to spend it, watching Love and Hip Hop, watching Black King Creek, watching the NBA Finals. Which, hey, I ain't gonna lie to you, I'm watching the NBA Finals right now too. But I'm making sure that I'm taking the time to work on my brand. I'm taking the time to work on my craft. I'm sending in contracts too, replying to emails too, editing social media posts too. What are you willing to sacrifice to take yourself to that next level? And again, this is not just for you. Like, yeah, it'd be great if I could just, ride off into the sunset and have enough money for just me. But it's bigger than just me. It's bigger than just me and my wife. It's bigger than just me, my wife, and my brothers, my parents, my family, the people that need help. There are also people that are not biologically related to me that need the help that I have. That some of them will not go out and do the things that they are meant to do because, and again, it's not necessarily all on me, but I know I have a part to play in this. That's part of the reason why I have to make sure I stay consistent with my podcast, with my content, with my emails, with my phone calls. I have to stay consistent in what it is that I do because there are people that need what I have. And some of y'all, there are people out there that need you to wake up. They need you to wake up and they need y'all to achieve your greatness. There was something that I heard the other day that was about potential, right? And, when we're growing up or when we're in school, and maybe some of y'all have never experienced this, but those of y'all who have, go with me for a second. When a teacher or somebody that's older than us tells us, you know what, you got a whole lot of potential, right? We normally take that as a compliment, right? Right? But when does that compliment turn into an insult? Because if people keep telling you you have a lot of potential, that means that you have not achieved anything. Think about it. If you are 37 years old and people are still talking about your potential, 54 years old and people talking about your potential, what you could do, not what you have done. At some point, you have to stop falling in love with your potential and start actually going out and doing something. You want people to talk about you, say, man, you've done a lot. Not, ooh, that has the potential to be great. That has the potential to be $1 million idea, $1 million business. That has the potential to retire my mom. That has the potential to retire my dad. That has the potential to put me on vacation every quarter. Potential. What you could do. What's possible, not what you have done. So it's important for you not to just rest on your potential, but actually rest on the things that you have gotten done this year. And with half of this year already gone and less than 6 months to go in this year, I am focused on what can I get done this year so that when I look at December 31st on the eve of January 1st, 2022, I can say, yeah, we did a lot this year. And I'm going to carry this momentum into next year, because it's not about what I could do, but what I have done and what I am going to do in the months coming forward, right? So that's all I got for you guys. You guys got to wake up. Get some sleep. Get some sleep for your mental, for your physical, for your emotional well-being, all of those things. But after you get enough sleep, wake up. Stop sleeping on yourself. Stop sleeping on your potential. Stop sleeping on what you could do. I want to implore you today to go out there and make something happen. Starting with the mid-game adjustments for this year, looking yourself in the mirror and saying, how can I correct myself? How can I do better? What do I need to add? What do I need to subtract? How can I make this small adjustment that makes a huge impact? And what can I get done in these last 6 months of the year? All right. Hope y'all enjoyed that quick episode. For those of y'all watching on YouTube, be sure to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and share this with somebody who really needs this. Damn, keep hitting the mic. If you are listening to this on audio platforms, also be sure to subscribe to give us that 5-star review, because that really helps us rise up in the rankings. I'm really going to start making a push to really get this podcast out there, so you can help support the channel by making sure that you rate every episode that comes across. Leave comments too. I see all the comments, so make sure you leave comments on episodes that you like, and how this really changed your perspective and, you know, push you to go through that next level. All right. Hope y'all enjoyed that. Y'all know how we do it. We're doing this every single Thursday to help you create your version of the good life. Until then, we'll see you next week.